Hey peeps, time for another update. This is the second part. This one's going to be split into two parts because there's a fucking load to go through. I'm going to go through some obviously these are the DVDs that I bought again in the last couple of weeks or so, which is why I absolutely love Payday. But these are all DVDs. I will go through some Blu-rays at some point. But I'm going to kick this off with a movie, which is the whole point of this video, I guess. Ignore my curtains. I know they look kind of girly. They are yellow, blue and green with flowers on them. Those curtains have been up for years. I don't have any other curtains, so ignore them. Oh, and if you want to see, there's a little Doc Brown. Hello, I'm Doc Brown. Marty! So yes. So let's kick this off. Numero uno. Film number one is a prison movie from 2001. Or 2002, sorry, starring the good old Robert of Redford and James Gandolfini, the late James Gandolfini, and Mark Gruffalo, Mark the Gruffalo, and Delroy Lindo, who was in it for like 2 seconds. It is The Last Castle. Good movie, very cool movie actually. It's a prison movie, but with a bit of a difference. It's a military prison, and it's more about a disgraced general who's sent there for disobeying a direct order from the president, which resulted in 8 of his men being killed, and he's sent to this military prison, which is overseen by Mr. Gandolfini, who is the typical sadistic warden, but he's a military man, but he's never spent time in the field. He was kind of like a West Point graduate, straight to like officer, and they gave him this prison. Mark Gruffalo. Sorry, I keep calling him Gruffalo because of the Gruffalo. Mark Ruffalo, Incredible Hulk. He plays the son of a soldier who served with Mr. Robert Redford in Vietnam. Very cool movie, directed by Rob Lurie, and yeah, it's a long movie. Well, I say it's a long movie. It is. It's 126 minutes. But the time just really flies by. And if you ever get a chance to check it out, I highly recommend it, because it is a very cool movie. So that's numero uno. Numero dos. I don't know why. I don't know why, man. I keep doing it in Spanish. I don't know why. This is a film starring Val Kilmer, and it was written and directed by the good man himself, Mr. David Mamet, and it is Spartan. This is Spartan. Very cool movie. Yeah, I really liked it. It has a couple of issues, but that could just be down to the time, because it's 102 minutes. It could have worked a bit longer, actually. But no, very cool movie. I absolutely love David Mamet's style of writing. He basically rewrote one of my favourite movies of all time, which is because of his writing, I think, because the original script was a little bit shit. He wrote the screenplay. He rewrote the screenplay of Ronin, but he wrote it under a different name. I think he wrote it under Richard Weiss or something like that. But I love his writing, and I love his directing style. He makes really manly action movies. They're always like cryptic action movies. It's really cool. So yeah, Spartan's really good. Next one is, strangely enough, I said Das as Sparta. Next movie actually stars Leonidas. Hello, big head, very big head. Look into my eye, not behind the eye. Django. Law-abiding citizen. Cool movie. Violent as fuck. Really, I didn't realise how violent it was the second time I saw it. But yeah, there's some really tense moments in this. It is a little bit like OTT, which is understandable, as it's a movie about a guy who is locked in a prison and continues to kill people. But you need to watch it to kind of fully understand the absurdity of the movie, but it is a pretty cool movie, I gotta admit. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's Law Abiding Citizen. We've got another Gerard Butler movie, which is next. Let me take the little price stickers off, because I've only just got these. So, this one I kind of watched when it came out on DVD, when I rented it, and I actually quite liked it. It was Machine Gun Preacher. It's directed by the arsehole who ruined World War Z, Mr. Mark Forster. I say he's an arsehole, he's not an arsehole, he just couldn't handle a film of that size. Yeah, really cool, based on a true story, kind of like... It's kind of like Religion Rambo. Because it is a religious movie to a degree. I am a hardcore atheist, by the way. I do not believe in God. And however, you can take that however you want. You can either just say, fuck you, Pete. How can you not believe in God? Easily, I don't believe in God. But, yeah, as a kind of, like, drama stroke action movie about shit that goes on in Africa, this is a pretty cool one. Some really good action scenes in it, which is weird because he handled the action scenes quite well in this, but Mark Forster completely screwed up in World War Z, and to a degree he Quantum of Solace. Yeah, very cool movie. Next one is another movie set in Africa. This time starring Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio. I say DiCaprio. Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio, who at the moment I'm in the middle of watching Django Unchained, because I hadn't seen it for a while, but I'm watching it with my brother, who he has to work early in the morning, so we're only watching like an hour a night, and we got like 25 minutes left to watch tonight. But it's Blood Diamond with the world's most beautiful woman, Miss Jennifer Connelly, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Dimon Hunsu, and Jennifer Connelly. Cool movie. Again, this was like really cheap. Ed Zwick kind of makes really cool epic action movies that always get, like, he never gets recognised for it. I mean, he got nominated for 5 Academy Awards, like, including Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor. But Ed Zwick never ever gets, like, Academy Award nominations. I mean, the dude directed The Last Samurai, directed Glory. He's a fantastic director, and he does things on an epic scale that it's never really matched, but he's never really recognised for it, which kind of sucks. But yeah, this is a cool movie, and I love his voice. His accent in the Blood Diamond is very, very cool. Apologies to any South Africans who think I may be taking the piss, because I'm not. I'm absolutely not taking the piss. I'm doing a perfectly good South African accent. Next one is a movie starring and directed by probably my all-time favourite, one of my all-time favourite actors, Mr. Clint Eastwood. Go ahead, punk. Bloodwork. I saw this a while back, actually. I thought this was a pretty cool movie. He's a FBI profiler, or a retired FBI profiler, called back in when something happens, and he has to work out who the killer is. But it's got Mr. Jeff Daniels in it, and I think it's got... Oh yeah, Angelica Houston was the other one. Yeah, but pretty cool movie. Definitely recommend checking this one out. Basically got this because I pretty much have all of his Mr. Clint Eastwood's movies, pretty much all of them, which is cool, because he is like one of my favourite actors, so Mr. Clint can go up there. Next is a film from Doug Liman, director of the perfectly good, I say perfectly good, the freaking awesome Edge of Tomorrow with Mr. Thomas Action Cruise and Emily Blunt. And this one is I think this was his second movie after Swingers, and it's Go. Been many years since I saw this, even though it was made in like 2000. And it's like, yeah, it must be like 15 years since I last saw it. But yeah, I can't really remember much about it apart from Bill Fichtner being in it. So yeah, I'm going to check this out at some point, and I think this was like £1.50 in the charity shop, so I'm not really bothered about the quality. I mean, the disc's a little bit smudged, but what's on the other side? Yeah, disc seems to be alright, in good condition. Box is in alright condition, but the spine looks like it's been like the sun's kind of drained it. I mean, I have the same problem with this one, which is Lady Hawk. I mean, perfectly good on the front, no problem with that, but then the spine looks like the sun has completely drained the picture off it. So yeah, that was Go. This one is... Let's have a look at the video. I say the video. It's a DVD. It's a Tom Cruise movie, because Tom Cruise is freaking awesome, and if you don't like Tom Cruise, then you can suck a fuck. All the Right Moves, starring Leah Thompson. Leah Thompson from Back to the Future and Howard the Duck. We like Howard the Duck. Tom Cruise, Craig T. Nelson, All the Right Moves. Never seen it. I think it was like 99p in a charity shop, so I thought add it to the collection, give it a watch one day. Very young Tom Cruise on the front there. Maybe not as young as in Taps or that film he made. I think he was in it for like 3 minutes, which was called Endless Love. Next one. Now, I had issues with this movie when it first came out, because it came out around the same time that the buzz on a Serbian film, which, while it's not a fantastic film, you've got to kind of admire the lengths that the actor, well, I say the actor, but the cast and the crew went to make this film so unbelievably fucked up. I mean, it's a dark movie. But this film came out around the time the buzz for this was still going on. And me and my friend Tim have talked about it at length. I wasn't entirely 100% sure on it, but I decided to pick it up anyway because it has two people in it that I absolutely adore, which are Michael Smiley, who, if you've ever watched Spaced, played the cycle messenger Tyres, and Neil Maskell, who is fantastic in pretty much anything. He's the best thing in Utopia as well. And it's the Kill List from Ben Wheatley. Now, I had issues with this because I thought it was a good Hitman drama, and then they fucked it up at the end by doing a kind of Wicker Man-esque Serbian film type ending. But on kind of thinking about it, I kind of like the Hitman aspects to it, because it is a dark, violent movie, and I kind of like the way that Ben Wheatley shot it. So yeah, that's why I picked it up. I think it was like £1 or £1.50 or something in a charity shop. So kind of gonna check that out again, see if it'll change my evaluation, my opinion on it. So for like £1.50, I don't mind doing that. This one I think was directed by, who was it? Cameron Crowe, yeah. I was getting confused with this one and the one that Ben Stiller directed, which was Reality Bites. That's the one. That's why I got confused. I've never seen this movie. I know it's kind of like cult 90s, early 90s movie about like teens or like early 20 people in their early 20s and music. Singles with Bridget Fonda, Campbell Scott, Keira Sedgwick, Matt Dillon, and yeah, I don't really know much about it. I know it's kind of one of those like kind of culty, hipstery type of movies, and it was cheap, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try anyway. Can't be all bad. I'm not a huge Cameron Crowe fan. I've got a copy of Almost Famous, but I've never watched that. I will get around to watching it someday. I mean, they've got like 6,500 DVDs here, guys. Right, next one is another Cruise movie. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. It's A Few Good Men, starring Demi Moore, Jack Nicholson, and Tom Cruise, who loves jumping up and down on sofas when he's not hanging out of airplanes and hanging off cliffs and jumping and doing all his own stunts. Again, this is another film. Ooh! Kevin Bacon, Kiefer Sutherland, and Kevin Pollak. The 3 Ks. The KKK. Never noticed that before. Yeah, I'm going to check this out. I saw this once a long time ago when it came out. I say a long time ago when it came out. It came out in 1992. I didn't see it in 1992 because I would have been 9. Around probably like mid-90s I saw this on like TV, and I can't really remember much about it, but I will watch it at some point. Next up is a classic Martin Scorsese movie, a film I have never ever seen, and I've seen pretty much all of Martin Scorsese's movies, and this is the one that I have not watched, and it is Raging Bull. Raging Bull with Robert De Niro. So I will check this out at some point. Yeah, this was like £1 as well, so I will watch this. The battery's flashing up saying, it's gonna die soon, which is weird, because this camera eats batteries, I don't know why. It's hungry, I like the battery, give me the batteries. Batteries, get another one, you moron. That was True Lies, by the way, people. So yeah, I will watch this Raging Bull. I will get around to watching it at some time. It's 2 hours and 3 minutes. I thought it was longer than that. This one, again, I've not seen this in a while. I have seen this film a couple of times, but I don't own it. It's Basic Instinct with Michael Douglas, Sharon Stone, and this is the 10th anniversary special edition. It's 2 discs, and it's super sexy. So I will watch this again. I have seen Basic Instinct 2, and I thought it was an absolute load of ball bags, but I'll watch that one because I remember that one being quite a good movie. This one is in honour of Sir Robin of Williams, who passed away a year ago today, and it is the Dead Poets Society. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Saw this once, twice, I think. 3 times a movie, and I love. I can't really remember much about it. I think I have seen. I think I've only seen it once, actually. But I know they're standing on the table, shit and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this. I kind of like Peter Weir movies, so this is a pretty good addition to my DVD collection. I mean, this, as you can see, this pile here is growing and growing and growing. And we got 3 left now, and this one will be a awesome movie starring Sir Thomas of Cruise again. As you can see, there are, 3 Thomas of Cruise movies that we looked at, and this is The Firm, based on the novel by John Grisham. It is indeed based on the novel by John Grisham, and it's directed by Sidney Pollack. Is it Sidney Pollack? It is Sidney Pollack, who I have great respect for because I thought he was a fantastic director. He directed one of my favourite crime movies from the 70s called The Yakuza, which I have a poster of on my wall somewhere. But this is a Tom Cruise movie. This is The Firm. Never seen it. Will watch it because it's Cruise and because it is Sidney Pollack. And it's got Ed Harris in it, and Holly Hunter, and Jean Tripplehorn, and Hal Holbrook, and David Strathairn. Fucking hell, that's a really good cast. Who wrote it? Gotta watch it. It's written by Robert Towne, who wrote Chinatown. And then there's a couple of cheapies I picked up when I was in Home Bargains a couple of weeks back. A couple of action movies. Not the greatest action movies, quite generic to be honest, but they were cheap, and I kind of enjoyed these when I watched them the first time. First one is Two Guns with Mr. Washington and Mr. Wahlberg. Pretty decent movie actually. It's not the greatest film ever made, and it's directed by Balthazar Kormazak, is it Kormazak? Kormakur, who did the other film that Wahlberg was in, where they had to get stuff. Contraband, that's the one. Could not remember it. Mr. Washington and Mr. Wahlberg, I salute you. Pretty cool action in that, actually. And the last one is the last film I think he made. I think it was the last completed movie that he made before his very sad death. About 2 years ago, and it's Brick Mansion starring Paul Walker, That RZA, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. We do it. Yeah. You gotta do it, right? Wu-Tang. That was my impression of the RZA, by the way. And David Bell off of the original District 13, which this is a remake of. Basically, it's shot for shot. It's not fantastic, but it was cheap and it's worth a watch. And I bought it basically out of respect for Mr. Walker, who will be sorely missed. And I'm a great big fan of the Fast and the Furious movies. So yeah, that is that upload thing, whatever they call it. Do you want to see my face? No, I want to show you my face. My face is fucking ugly. So like my 3D glasses. They're not very 3D. Oh, I wonder if I can turn it into 3D if I put it on the lens. No, it doesn't work. It just looks silly. So yeah, that's another video. That's another video for another day. Oh, let me just show you this. I love this movie. This is just like me plugging it. Blind Fury, watch it. It's got Rutger Hauer in it playing a blind samurai. Rutger Hauer. Like Rutger Hauer, look into the eye of Rutger Hauer. Rutger Hauer! Sorry, I get a bit carried away when I do stuff. I get a little bit carried away. I'm ever so sorry. So yeah, cheers for watching this video. This is 21 minutes long, which is a minute longer than the last video. Probably because I rambled so much in the last video and there was less DVDs to look through. But yeah, cheers for watching the awesomeness of me on this video. I will show you my face. Hello. Drop the camera. That was clever.